Right, so this is the Funhouse Mark II. The first one had those issues where it took out half the server because of too much complex wiring, created a crater around it. So I created the new Funhouse to be a bit more efficient in the wiring, but it's still got the same sort of features in there. But I've also made it stand out a bit more as well. So as you can see, it's quite the eyesore, but should do the job. Loads of prizes to be won, and I've put coordinates around the map for people to find it. The server has got a lot of players on there as well. This isn't even its busiest time. The server I play on is Salty Zombies PvP Casual. Good server, infinite claim boxes, so you can make things like this basically. So what I'm going to do is I'll run through the Funhouse. I'll look at the technical side of it a bit more, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So that's just there to give players a bit of an opportunity to decide whether they want to go in or not. And I wanted to have a little door here to block, to block off the way being activated by that camera, but I've just had some trouble implementing that, but I'm sure I'll sort that out in a bit. So the just a sign that says made by me, and complete all 6 rooms for a prize. First one, you click on the that pad, it activates these things for protection, so no one can now shoot you very easily, and you're free to have a go. If you hit these wires, it will activate these gun turrets here, and you start to get shot basically. So let's just skip past this. Crouch under there. I'm not sure if I activated that or not. I'll be able to check in a second. Yeah, I think I did activate it. So yeah, I actually tripped one of these wires, which closed that hatch there. When you've completed it, you stand on this and it will open that hatch, but obviously because I tripped the wire I can't get through, and the guns would be shooting me now if it wasn't my my guns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset that. So I reset that so I can go into the next room. You don't want to be drawing too much excess power, because normally they wouldn't have progressed past that room anyway, so drawing too much excess power isn't a problem from these 4 turrets. Right, let's get back to where we came from. Yeah, that shows how it works basically. So this is now as if I'd crossed it without touching the wires. Stand on it, opens up, and I go through. When I stand on this one here, what this one does is it activates these gun turrets for a set amount of time. They are aimed so that if you roughly fall through past this level, then you'll get shot at basically. So the aim of this one is just to jump across, all the way across. That glass there is to try and stop you if you go straight for the quicker route. Catch you out, and there's some more of it coming up as well. And I've made it slightly trickier in this area where you can't see the platforms very well. There we go. Right, on to the next room, which is a speed room. When I click on these trigger plates, what happens is that these doors will open up to protect you from the guns, and then this trigger plate here will activate the guns with a 5-second delay and activate that door there as well, so you can't come back out. And these protection doors, they last 30 seconds, so you've got 30 seconds to get through. There's also some guns at the end set up exactly the same method as these ones. So if I go through, I've just got to choose the right route. So that one's not the right route, that one would be the right route. So I can choose one of these, but then I'll come across this bulletproof glass, so you've got to check the right way through. I know the right way through. That's not the right one, that's not the right one, that's not the right one. I think it's this one on the end here. So go through, and I can change this up quite easy as well. All it is just wooden bars. And I took too long talking, so now those guns have come down and I would be getting shot at now. So I just need to reset that, and I will skip the course when I come back as well, so we don't have to do it again. Yeah, so normally you couldn't come back through there and you'd still be getting shot at. So if I reset these, don't need them on now. get back to where we would have been. So I've created a lot of these back doors as well, so I can move around the course quite easily. So if you are interested in the wiring, the way it works is that I've got a gap between all the rooms, just enough to put all my wiring and stuff like that into it. And then I've got these ladders that go up to hatches, so I can go along the top as well if I need to. So this door here goes to the one where I've got to choose the right platform to jump on. These can be varied as how I wish. So if I jump across to this platform here, one of these will activate and I'll drop through, and then this gun turret would shoot me. I think this is the safe platform, so if I jump on that, oh no it's not, I jumped through. That one was the safe platform, but I can vary it up as I said. So if I go onto this door here and I want to switch these over, all I need to do is flick that switch and that becomes the danger platform, and then flick that switch and now that one's the safe platform. So I'll leave it as it was. There we go. And I just need to cheat my way back up to here. Now one of the things that happens is you got a delay on when you start falling through it, so that's why I've introduced these doors. So you have to wait for the for this door to open before you can jump across. So I think this one's safe. Yeah, and when you touch these wires, they activate, and it's very hard to jump across, and you can't jump across until these have activated. So you have to hit the wires. Right, then you have to go to the diagonal for this one. Yep, and then I think it's straight across to that one. Yeah, and then I think it's a diagonal, fingers crossed. Yeah, okay, so I remembered it. So yeah, that's just a probability one. Try and whittle the numbers down basically. But yeah, if you fall in that cage there, you only need one gun turret to do the whole thing, so it's quite efficient on power. Next room is the pick the right switch. This one's again a timed one. I think you've got about 30 seconds. Let me just check what the numbers are. 45 seconds, I've been a bit generous, but I could shorten that down. Again, one of these plates will put the protection up, and the other plates will activate the gun turrets with a 5-second delay and lock you in the room. So if we do that, we've got a set amount of time to figure this one out. So you go in the room, you're wondering what's going on, you've got to pick the right switch. Now there's some switches here, it'd be a good idea not to switch them straight away. But then when you see power only this to escape, right, so you've got to power that one there, you follow the line back through all this mess, through that one there, through there, through there, through there, through there, all the way back, and it's this one. And as you can see, it's quite easy for me to change the setup basically. Now if you picked the wrong one, what happens is that you'll see one of them closes up there and the other switch is connected to that one there. Again, I can switch this up really easily as I feel fit, so I can just take these, disconnect them all and then rewire them, so it's not always going to be that one that's the correct one. So that's how it's all been designed. In fact, I need to reset these switches so I can get through. And as you can see, those have now dropped down and those gun turrets could get us. And this is the final room. I'm not going to show you the riddle, but basically behind me is a board with a riddle on it with some options, and you have to pick the right one. And the wiring then goes off to this door here. So if you pick the right one, it lets you get through just like the same system as before. You've got a set amount of time. These activate when you step on them, stops you from getting through. Gun turrets behind there, same mechanics as all the others. I'll then go through to the final room as if you'd completed it. So then we get to the prizes. So that was just the room we've been in there. Prizes. You can choose what sort of prize you want from the list. Let's say you want to go for motorbike and tours. Once you step past it, it blocks your exit, and then the loot's up here in an unlocked chest, so they can get the things they're after. For loot, look up, just a little sign, and then this is unlocked, so you can drop through there. I'd probably have to close that for them at a later date, but not many people get through anyway. They all link back to the same area, so it's not really easy to try and go back and get the loot. It's a one-way ticket once you've got your loot, and then you pop out and you can escape. And that's it. That's the Funhouse. I've designed it so that if I go to the top, you can see the workings of it all now. So I've got my viewing area up here. This allows me to quickly get around the funhouse. There's like hatches for each of the main supports. So I've got a really good view of what's going on. This is just a spare area. I might turn into a shop or a small base myself to operate out of. And then it's all operating off the solar panel there as well, off the 2 switches. I use the switches just to turn everything off and turn it all back on again, just to reset things. So I'll just do that now. That should all be done. Right, and thank you for watching the video. Cheers.